All right, same day, part two. Just some things I mentioned, put in there. By the way, today is the 14th of March, 2019. As you can see, the sun is setting. It's starting to get dark in here. I don't feel like turning my light on. All right. Tomorrow I'll be recording this video about health. Something I noticed. I was gonna record it today, but I don't want to rush and do it. I would be rushing if I was recording this, but this was on my mind, so I'm recording this. So basically, about children now. I want to just say this now. Like I said, I'm not telling you, I'm not trying to convince you to not put your children in school. I'm just trying to express my perspective of logic. Now, if you continue to put your kids in school knowing that not going to really benefit them, knowing that a lot of their lives is in danger because like people for some reason nowadays shoot up schools, you got to understand that um, you got to understand that basically this creates a dilemma in the psychological development of your child, and you are basically subjectifying them to like a lot of dangers mentally in their life, or like basically programming them. Now, I might say all this and I'm just speaking the truth. I don't really know of a lot of other options. That's exactly why I'm saying that when you got basically universities and you got basically like, is it really been like a logical an idea? Like you can't even really want to have kids because you don't want to deal with the concept of putting them in college because of how much it costs, which is still a gamble regardless, which don't also necessarily determine or predict a good future unless they was to really go hard or go for like a lawyer or all these other positions that once again it's just not that simple to achieve and things in that magnitude. My personal opinion is that I think that the logic is for us to basically come together and understand this reality and basically decide to redo schools, learn our own knowledges, learn knowledge from sources and reliable sources that is more connected to ancient background, more traditional background that's widely available. Deal with people that speak facts, dealing with ethnics, so just true history, true things that actually occurred. Um, and not just once again his story, his perspective. So my thing is like I said, what else are you gonna do? But that's what I'm saying. Like if we continue to say that, then it becomes an issue. Like I said, you got children that could even go to school and their lives are in danger. You got children that could just be going to school or just in that environment and they're surrounded around cops that may not necessarily care about them. And even if they do care about respect the job, they just care about money. And that's just a reflection on the fact that everybody's kind of in debt. Everybody's kind of like emotionally uh, entangled in the concept of money to the point that it is basically corrupting people further. You know, there's some people, I know girls, like there's some people and guys too, they don't want to have kids because of college. They don't want to get married because they like, well, it don't benefit the man. Like, why would I get married? You feel me? Like, and this is just mirrors of just like the non-spiritual American society that we are subjectified to. So the only thing that we gotta do as Black people is come together and entwine culture, actual spiritual culture, into schools. You know what I'm saying? And like teach actual knowledge. Even the schools that like from elementary up, middle school. The concept is this: you learn sciences and stuff. They still trying to prove these things. A lot of the stuff that they teach in science, it's not even really they can't really prove it. It's just it was just enough to make things do. It was just enough to basically they was able to utilize theories enough so that they was able to make sense with it, and they was able to do things and create things out of it. But it's not that it doesn't have like a long backing of history compared to like knowledges that's surrounded around our own basically homeland and motherland like Africa or Merita, the original word. And these are all things that we are missing in the school systems. So like the school systems that we subjectify to now just for the sake of just basically getting kids to fit in. That's why if you go to high school, if you some people enjoy high school, some people didn't. Usually the social people enjoy that shit. The idea with high school is like it's just why that's where you start basically utilizing it. And if you go to college, you can learn more things. But once again, you better go to college knowing exactly what you want to do. And even if you do, and even if you do it successfully, are you really changing reality? Or are you just fitting in? Or are you just trying to keep up with it? Like the reality that we exist in because of that stemming from school, that's what I'm talking about, is kind of like not really designed to benefit humanity or our natural human desires or wants. Like there's people like, people got grandmothers that had like 6 kids and then now they don't want to have children because they think it's illogical. But that's just the world that you subjectify to. And I'm not speaking against people that don't. You still to each his own. Do what you want. But like if you continue to benefit on this system and listen to it and continue to like enslave yourself by it instead of trying to overstand it, understand to overstand it, instead of understanding it, you get where they're going from and they're coming from, and then try to basically overthrow the evil in it. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just like it's just trying to transform you and even your kids into things that's not really humane by, kind of attacking your natural humanity or just our natural art and a lot of other things. And I could go on and on about that, but it's unnecessary. So, yeah, just food for thought, man. A lot of people's kids is in these schools and it's like, they still dealing with the same issues. Just something to think about. I'm not saying throw your kid out of school. I'm not trying to put that in anybody's head. I'm not even necessarily saying that this is enough to homeschool your kid. I'm just saying this is worth thinking about because from my perspective,